This is what no one tells you when you tear your ACL. Not your doctor, not your physio, not even the videos on YouTube. I thought I would be back in just a few months, but I wasn't ready for what really happens. Mentally, physically, absolutely everything. So if you just tore your ACL or you're in the middle of rehab right now, I'm gonna tell you in this video everything I wish someone had told me. It happened during preseason. We had just been promoted to the 5th league here in Germany, which is semi-professional level. I was ready, I was focused and hungry for more. I'm a midfielder, and during a friendly match I received the ball from the defender, made a quick fake move to beat the defender behind me, and then it happened. My knee just collapsed. I felt it right away. I never had a knee injury before. Actually, this was my first big injury ever. The physio came right away, did a few tests, and his face told me everything. Deep down, I already knew, but of course I hoped he was wrong. So the next week I got an MRE, and even the doctor gave me a bit of hope because he said, maybe you're lucky, maybe it's not the ACL. So for a full week, I was stuck in this limbo, hoping and praying. And then came the result. ACL tear and meniscus tear. It felt like the floor dropped out from under me. I had goals. I wanted to go even higher, but now all of this was on hold. I told myself, you can sit here and complain, or you can go all in. So that's what I did. I decided to give everything every single day to get back faster and stronger, but I had no idea how hard the rehab would be. At first, I couldn't even lift my leg. My quad wouldn't fire, I couldn't move it, and because of the meniscus repair, I had to be even more careful. I found a sports physio who had just opened their own practice, and it felt right. I trusted them, and with their help, my club physio and my background as a personal trainer, I built a plan. The hardest part, watching my team train without me. We were like a family. They had always welcomed me with love, but when they went to the pitch, I stayed behind, alone, and that was really tough. But I kept going. Every single training session, I told myself, be the hardest worker in the room with no excuses. So I started sharing my rehab journey on YouTube in German, just documenting everything I went through, and suddenly people started reaching out. That's when I realized so many players out there were struggling. Some had bad rehab, some had no plan at all. Even good physios sometimes don't know how to guide someone back to high-level football or other sports after ACL. That's when I knew I needed to build a system, once that built from experience and not just theory. I talked to physios, I talked to doctors, I tested everything on myself, and in just 7 months I was back on the pitch. Not because I rushed it, but because I did it right. I passed every test, I worked like hell, and I came back as the same level, maybe even better. I've played again at that level, and today I don't play anymore, but not because of my knee, because I choose a different path. I choose to help others do the same. If I could go back and tell my past self one thing, it would be this. This injury isn't the end. It's the beginning of something bigger. Here are 5 things I didn't know back then, but I wish I had. Number 1, you don't just rehab your knee, you rehab your mind. I thought this would be a physical challenge, but honestly, the mental part was just as hard. You go from being part of a team to suddenly sitting alone and watching everyone else play, and no one prepares you for that. Number 2, the beginning is everything. What you do in the first weeks shapes your entire recovery. I didn't know how critical it is to regain control over your leg, to rebuild your quads, to activate the muscles, and to reduce swelling the right way. Number 3, just because you go to physio doesn't mean you're progressing. So don't get me wrong, physios are very important, but a lot of players don't get a specific plan. They get random exercises that don't target what really matters: strength, stability, testing, and return to sport protocols. Number 4, strength isn't enough. You need to test it. One thing I had no idea about, just being strong isn't the same as being ready. There are tests, hop tests, strength ratios, neuromuscular checks, and if you skip them, you're risking another injury. And number 5, there's no magic timeline. They told me 9 to 12 months, but it's not about time. It's about doing the right things at the right time consistently. I was back in 7 months, not because I rushed, but because I followed a system that worked. I didn't know any of that back then. I just figured it out step by step through trial and error. And that's why I build a system now, so you don't have to guess like I did. If I had to start over today, I wouldn't guess anymore. Back then, I just tried to do more every day. But what I've learned is you don't need to work harder, you need to work smarter. So here's what I do differently today and what I build for others like me. Number 1, I follow a structured system. Each week builds on the last. Strength, mobility, neuromuscular control, sport-specific drills, everything has its time. No guessing and no skipping steps. Number 2, I track progress and not time. No more 9 to 12 month plan. I test and I compare sites. I don't move on until I passed these markers. And I combine rehab and performance. Most programs stop when you walk. Mine take you from first steps to full return to sports, explosive, stable, and confidence. And number 4, I work with the right people. I talk to physios, doctors, and athletes. That's how I build a system that doesn't just get you back, but gets you back better. And the crazy part, it's working for me and now for hundreds of others. If you just tore your ACL, I know how that feels. If your knee is swollen, you can't even lift your leg, you're Googling exercises at 2 a.m. in the morning, wondering what you're supposed to do next. I've been there by myself. If you are already in rehab, but you feel stuck, like you're not getting stronger, your progress slowed down, or you don't know if you're doing the right things, I get that too. This is for footballers who want to get back, for athletes who are sick of hearing just wait and see. It's for the ones who want to be proactive, who are willing to put in the work but don't want to waste time doing the wrong things. I'm not a doctor, but I'm someone who's lived through this as a player, as a personal trainer, and now as someone helping others do it better. If that's you, you're in the right place. If you are still watching this video, then you're serious about your comeback. And that's exactly the kind of person I built this for. I created a full ACL rehab system, the same one I used to get back in 7 months and the same one that's helping other athletes right now. It's not just workouts, it's a complete system. You get clear guidance on what to do, when to do, and how to track your progress and how to actually get back on the field. Stronger and more confident than ever. And one thing many people overlook, the mental side. That's why I included motivational videos for your mindset, because rehab isn't just physical, it's also a mental journey, helping you stay focused, motivated, and never give up. If you want to check it out, you will find it in the description. And if you're not there yet, no worries. I post daily tips here to help you through your ACL recovery, all for free. So hit subscribe and make your rehab the best thing that ever happened to you. Because yeah, you tore your ACL, but this doesn't have to be the end. It could be the beginning of something better. See you guys.